Got a ton of cabbage right now, so I'm going to be juicing a lot of it. I normally like to water fast during the day, but due to the fact that we have so much homegrown food right now, I'm going to be juicing a lot of this. So even got some chamomile down here that I'm going to juice. These will eventually start to flower, and the stuff smells so good. Some beet greens and some other goodies. Check out this chard. The fucking color is amazing, and this stuff is so nourishing when you juice it. But got more cabbage over here too, some beet greens. All this stuff is heavily juiceable and very, very good for you. Beautiful thing about cabbage is there's hardly any sugar, and you know, green juice is very, very good for you, especially if it's homegrown. So I'll even juice these cauliflower leaves, and I'll show you guys the recipe I'm about to make. Every Wednesday for the next year, I'm going to be consuming at least one good-sized juice a day. You know, I like to juice at least once a week. I typically favor water fasting for healing and intermittent fasting, where I don't even consume calories from juice. But I like to, when possible, I prefer to consume juice at least once a week. And tonight and today I'm going to be consuming this juice, and you know, I have a massive abundance of this produce, so now that I have it, I'm going to be consuming it a lot. And this is homegrown cauliflower. This is a cauliflower leaf. This is homegrown rainbow chard. It's in beautiful color. A little bit of sun wilting, but that's all right. I've got some beet greens. Very good for the liver, very good for detoxification, very alkalizing, very mineral dense. These look like lemons, but these are actually homegrown limes. You can tell by the somewhat light tinted citrus. You know, this is a homegrown lemon from our tree, and this is a homegrown lime from a friend's tree. So I like to consume both. I have a bag of homegrown lemons here, homegrown limes. I've got some kefir lime leaves that I'm going to make some tea with and cook with. A friend of my brother's gave him these. Go watch my video, Ask and You Shall Receive, if you want to start consuming green juice and good quality teas. Because if you put your intention out into the ether, out into the universe, if you ask for good quality mineral dense foods to sustain yourself and to nourish yourself and to mineralize yourself, if you truly want it, Gaia will open up doorways for you, and she will shower you in her abundance. So again, I'm going to run all this through the juicer. Let's get it started. Breville Juice Fountain Elite, $300 juicer with 1,000 watts of power, 2 settings, low and high. Well, it looks like I got the juicer stuck, so. And there you have it. Take a look at that color. Again, once a week I like to consume minerals from living foods. And luckily, due to the fact that we have a garden here in California, I have access to a multitude of living foods. Compared to store-bought foods and fruits and vegetables, the foods that I eat are so much healthier and so much more mineral rich. Again, when you buy, say if you were to buy a head of beet greens at the store, those are weeks old by the time you get them. So this juice is literally still teeming with life. I literally just picked this stuff out of my garden. And look at that. It radiates energy. Look at the color. So this juicer has a a froth catcher, and I'm glad it does because I cannot stand froth from green juice. Give it a little swirl. And there you have it. Today I consumed 2 pretty fair-sized mugs worth of green juice from the garden, and damn do I feel good. You know, one of the beautiful things about my water fasting experiments is that it's allowed me to really feel the effect of the homegrown fruits and vegetables when I juice them. You know, staying away from juice for a prolonged period and then consuming it, it allows you to really feel the effect of it. And damn do I feel just amped up and charged, really motivated, really clear-headed. My cells feel like they're just being bathed in fucking nutrition, and then my whole body feels happy. So that's a beautiful thing. And you know, we've been here in California, we've been in a water drought for months, years actually. So that's one of the main reasons why I stopped consuming so much green juice. I mean, I'm amazed how much water it takes to clean the fucking juicers. I'm amazed that they don't have a self-cleaning juicer yet. Hopefully in the future they'll have that. But again, I mean, I went in the backyard and took some cabbage leaves. We have so much cabbage right now. Took a bunch of cabbage leaves, took some rainbow chard. You know, we have some apples. Unfortunately, the apples aren't homegrown yet, but the apple tree is starting to flower, so those are next. But again, apples, cauliflower leaves, which are like this big, rainbow chard, beet greens, and I took some homegrown limes and lemons, and I made a nice concoction. And again, 2 mugs, pretty fair-sized mugs worth of green juice, probably 20 ounces altogether, maybe a little less, maybe more. But again, man, it's been so long since I've sat down and really chugged a couple of green juices, and intuitively right now I'm just being flooded with this intuitive feeling that I need to be consuming more green juice. And the beautiful thing is that it's right at the right time, because all the cabbage is fully flowered and ready to be eaten and juiced. Pretty much everything in the garden right now, other than the apple tree, is ready to be juiced. So again, once a week you really want to focus one day of your week on putting live enzymes, live minerals into your body from living foods. And unfortunately, due to the fact that we live in a matrix, a mafia-style matrix, you're not really going to be finding much nutrition even in the store-bought organic fruits and vegetables. So I hope that this message can inspire people to get interested in gardening and starting to get your hands into the dirt and becoming, you know, I hope this message can inspire people to become more agrarian. You know, we need to remember our roots by putting our hands in the soil where the roots lie. We are supposed to be the gardeners of Eden, not the bitches of Eden who buy food from the evil system. So, you know, again, the beautiful thing about green juicing is that you can separate most of the fiber from the liquid, and due to that, you really essentially pre-digest these juices, and it goes right into the bloodstream, right into the tissues. It's going to help alkalize your system. It's good for the liver, etc., and especially really good for the mind. You got to remember that when you're consuming homegrown fruits and vegetables, you literally get to juice them right after you pick them. So there's so much power still in the homegrown fruits and vegetables, so much more power than the fruits and vegetables that you're going to find in the store. So essentially, my protocol requires you to start growing your own plants, getting, you know, more into a gardener's kind of consciousness. Right now we have carrots going, we got beets going, we've got just hundreds of onions going. The apple tree will be full of dank green apples very shortly, which, you know, green apples, green Granny Smith apples are the best for you because they're high in malic acid content, natural malic acid. And malic acid is beautiful, magical for the gallbladder and the liver because it helps loosen up gallstones so that you can eliminate them. So the green organic Granny Smith apples really help you loosen calcifications up within the system. And apples are naturally high in pectin, they're naturally high in good quality constituents, pigments, etc. Good quality sugars. But you know, the fruits and vegetables, the apples that you're going to find in the store, they're manipulated with way too much sugar. They're a bastardized hybridization of what they once were. So another beautiful thing about gardening your own fruits and vegetables is that you can control the quality of water that you feed them with. Because most of the fruits and vegetables, even in the organic movement, according to my research, they're fed in water that you wouldn't even want to put into your own body. So the plant
is a mirror image of the quality of fluid that you feed it, as well as the quality of air surrounding it and the quality of soil that you grow it in. So fruits and vegetables in the store that are grown in nutritionally microbe depleted soils, and again, they're watered with sodium fluoridated hydrofluorosilicic acid rich, chloramine rich water. It's filled with disinfectant byproducts, different runoffs. Ooh, Ferrari, nice. You know? So again, I really needed that green juice today. I've been fasting 18 to 23 hours a day, typically between 18 and 20 hours a day since January 1st of this year. So I've been, again, just water fasting, some occasional cups of coffee here and there, and a lot of tea. But damn, do I feel fucking just massively upgraded and just filled with life force right now from drinking that green juice. So just a brief little video taking the mutts on a walk. I don't know if you can see them or not, but I'm going to take the mutts to the field and run them, get some sunlight. Again, when the sun's out, you guys got to get rid of the fucking t-shirts. You need to get yourself some tank tops. Tank tops are so much healthier for you because they allow your arms, your biceps, to be exposed to the sun. And your biceps, every part of your skin, every part of your body can utilize direct sunlight. So it's a great thing to do here in the hotter in the hotter months in summer. Get tank tops, get rid of the fucking t-shirts, expose more of your skin to the sunlight. I'm pretty much positive you're going to feel better if you apply these simple principles, which I've applied to my life. I can't tell you how much it's changed my life. I've lost so much weight. I've gained so much spirituality, so much clarity in the mind. Well, I don't see why anyone else would want to do this. But it's going to take some devotion on your part to let go of a lot of the animal products. I'm not saying that you can't have some cheese or some meat here and there if you're adjusting to this diet, but over time you want to slowly get yourself happy with not having so much animal products. But then again, there's the loophole of quality made animal products. So I mean, if you have your own cows and if you're feeding them good quality grass that isn't filled with a bunch of GMO bullshit, if you're giving your cows quality supplementation like shilajit, mineral pitch, different things like fulvic acid, things of that nature, then you can produce some damn good cows. And let me tell you, if you take care of a cow and you love it and you develop a relationship with it, it can produce some of the most nutritionally dense milk. I mean, it'll blow your mind. The research proves it time and time again. Raw milk is incredibly good for you. But again, if the cow goes through suffering to give you the dairy, it's not good for you. You've got that negative spiritual engram in those foods. So, you know, you can make your own cheese. You can, if you have land, I mean, fuck, get your own cow. I plan on getting a whole fucking army of cows, like 12 cows or more when I get my own property. So, yeah, I do believe in the power of I believe in the power of righteously cultivated animal products where there's no suffering involved. So, again, I eat bee products occasionally on a blue moon. I will have some, you know, if my mom makes like a lasagna and there's some cheese in it, I try not to get too hyper neurotic about things. You can overthink things or you can underthink things. There's a balance here. So I'm gonna cut this one short off. The car's making a ton of fucking noise. My suspension's fucked. On behalf of this channel, I hope this message can inspire you to start putting more minerals into your body in the form of live foods. I hope that this message on my channel can help inspire you to begin experimenting with herbs and different naturopathic, homeopathic measures for curing and preventing illnesses and different pathologies. I hope that my messages on my channel can help inspire you to experiment with things like hibiscus flower water tea made with the most spiritually activated homemade water that you can generate with your love and intention in it. I hope that my messages on my channel can help inspire you to locate and source a quality water filter, a distiller. I'm trying to plant seeds in people to get them interested in hopes that by getting people interested in these topics, I can get people to experiment with these things. And if people can experiment with these things, they may or may not be able to achieve the results I've had with these things, which, I mean, damn. You know how fun it is to wake up every morning and go into the garden and look at the fucking foods that are being grown? You know how fun it is every morning to make your fucking tea or your coffee, to put your minerals in it, and to pray over it, and to do everything in your power to attempt to enlighten and enhance your physiology, the electrical outputage of the Kundalini, etc.? Do you have any clue how fun it is to constantly upgrade yourself by putting high quality foods into your system that can upgrade your cellular structure, which can aid the detoxification process, which can stimulate autophagy through the activation of cyclic fasting, block fasting, and intermittent fasting? I mean, fuck. I hope that my messages in my channel can help inspire you to see the value in not eating so much throughout the day. If you're going to eat during the day, it needs to be like fresh pineapple or something small. If you have to have meat during the day, try to make it small, little portions of low-fat meats like lean chicken, etc. But I suggest moving away from that. If you can get away from it, man, go watch the movie Earthlings. Go take your head out of the sand and go put it into the truth, and look at how these animals are being treated. You would never, if the average person knew how their animal meat and their dairy was treated prior to them buying it, I don't think they would buy it. I don't. But it's easy to live in kind of that hypnotized state of mind where instead of acknowledging the truth, you kind of just don't look at it so that you can continue doing what you're doing without having to feel bad about what you're doing. So go watch Earthlings if you can handle it. Again, it's the most horrific video you'll ever see, but it's gonna, after you watch that film, it's gonna equip you with so much fucking integrity. You're gonna want to do everything in your power to unplug from the bullshit and regain your health and your strength. By watching that video, you're gonna see the truth of what happens in these fucking factory farming murdering rings, man. These fucking death camps. So keep consuming it. If you're happy with where you are right now, keep fucking consuming it. Let me tell you, 9 out of 10 people most likely are, and statistics prove that. Fuck.